Blue Lock Chapter 276 changed everything.
PXG's Master Striker, Loki, is coming into this match.
At the very next panel, we see two new players enter the game. Bastion Munchen's Master Striker, Noel, and the Monk? Okay, what is going on? We know this match has been getting out of control, and there's a lot of things we didn't predict that happened, but is a Monk Masterclass really gonna happen?
We made jokes about this before in previous videos, but it looks like a Monk Masterclass might actually be on the horizon. Never thought we would see days like this, but here we are. It's like you said, Blue Lock Chapter 276 has changed everything we thought about this match.
I feel like the whole community is just confused and now wondering what's gonna happen next, because I know that's how we feel. And to help with some of this confusion and curiosity, we decided we should talk about some of the possibilities of what could happen next in this match, as well as why some of these adjustments were made. And to start off, let's go back to the beginning of the chapter.
So at the beginning of the chapter, we see the aftermath of Rin's goal. It was a complete super goal, and the world is completely excited to see this new evolution of Rin.
I will say, we did predict one thing right, and Charles was a factor in Rin's evolution, and Rin was a factor in Charles' evolution. And after this whole situation, Charles finally acknowledges Rin and says he's finally someone who could live up to his standards and he loves this. Which then forces Shidou to come into the picture and talk about how, even though he doesn't like Rin, he acknowledges the fact that his play was so crazy that it even sparked his curiosity. It looks like Charles, Rin, and Shidou are now working together to try to push each other and force the best plays out of each other. So PXG's team is finally working together and being on the same destructive synergy, just like Bastion Munchen.
This could be a really huge thing for PXG. One of the main things holding them back was just that Charles and Rin were not linking up on any plays, but maybe after that super goal, Charles is finally interested in the path that Rin is able to open up for him. We do get an inner monologue with Isagi, and he's trying to break down the recent events that led up to that super goal of Rin. And from here, we actually get confirmation from Kaneshiro himself that the fourth piece of the equation was actually Shidou.
I want to break down how important every single piece was, because we finally got the answer for why Zantetsu got his own volume cover. He played a role in this goal as well. Zantetsu was a big reason for Shidou being free. He covered Kunigami and allowed Shidou to move in and be that fourth piece and help throw off the balance between Kaiser, Rin, and Isagi. Charles was a huge factor in this goal as well. He played a great pass that both strikers could reach, ultimately forcing the best play out of Rin. And after he scored that goal, Isagi had a revelation with his own. Rin's super goal was like the first time Isagi scored the goal in Blue Lock. This ultimately makes Isagi feel like that he's really an NPC and just a supporting character in Rin's story.
He even begins to feel that Rin may have just started to realize his own talent, and that could definitely be the case. We saw glimpses where he was truly tapping into the destroyer state and truly beginning to understand how it works, and this could prove to be a very valuable weapon in the future if he utilizes it correctly.
I completely agree with you, Lotus. Rin has understood the whole concept of destroyer state in himself. Now he's playing with his own teammates and creating his best plays, manipulating the whole field. Isagi has a lot on his hands. He's going to try to beat Rin.
I agree. And if Isagi wants to take the crown, he's going to have to do a lot and pull an amazing performance for this last goal. But moving on, we get this abrupt panel of Loki just ripping up Rin. Loki's actually remembering that he went against Rin before in Blue Lock's third selection.
I think that panel was a great representation of what we were just talking about on how Rin fully evolved and he's a new person. Even Loki's recognizing it now, saying this whole idea of him has changed. After witnessing Rin's super goal and seeing the evolution of Charles, Loki couldn't resist coming onto the field, because you know Loki is an egoist. He wants to conquer the moment and he wants to score the goal and show everyone that he's really the best. So you know Bastion Munchen's gonna have a lot on their hands.
Kaneshiro threw an incredible curveball at us when we least expected. I know we kind of went back and forth on our own personal discussions, Tev, about whether or not the Master Strikers would participate in this match at all. Ultimately, we felt that it should be left up to the players, but it looks like Kaneshiro actually decided to have the Master Strikers display their abilities in this match. We just did not expect this at all. This is the first time Loki's playing at all in the NEL. Just proves just how amazing this match has been so far. Moving forward, we actually see that Noah's going to swap in too.
Of course, since Loki joined the match, Noah had to come in as well, or else it just wouldn't be fair. Loki is Loki, and he would probably cook the whole Bastion Munchen team if he got to play them all by himself. Noah's joining the match, and looks like he's going in for Kunigami, and it looks like Curran is also leaving this match. You can definitely say I'm surprised, because I did not see the Monk coming in and taking Curran the spot.
The Monk is the biggest anomaly of all of this. Like I mentioned earlier, we joked about a Monk Masterclass on this channel. If he manages to nutmeg Loki or something and score a goal, I promise you, I am dropping this series the next day. But in all seriousness, no one might know something. He might know something about the Monk that we just don't know yet. He might have a special play in mind. He probably saved it specifically in the event that Loki Loki were to come out to bail out PXG.
I had my own theories once I saw the Monk join the match. The first thing I thought of was that weird flopping style of his where he just draws fouls, and that's probably gonna be the best way he can really become a factor in this match, which I hate to say, but it's a real element of the game. Flopping, trying to go for fouls, and people call it cheating, and it looks like the Monk is ready to cheat for his team. You gotta give him credit for it because even Noah sees the value in him. Noah calling the Monk a super sub was just insane. That was easily the most confusing part of this whole chapter. He's probably gonna try to play a factor maybe on like Shidou or Rin, maybe try to win some free kicks and become a factor and try to change the attack in Bastion Munchen. I feel like that's the most grounded decision because we've seen that flopping style before.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you there, Tev. I mean, that would make the most sense. This match has been pretty great for a lot of character development. Personally, I don't know how the Monk made it this far anyway, but whatever, we're here. I guess it's appropriate for him to also have some form of character development in this match. And, you know, there's a chance where he could actually have a pretty big play in this match. Literally called him the super sub. I really do believe he has something cooked up that will truly shake up things in this match.
The score is 2-2. Both teams are desperate to score that last goal and become champions. Plus, this is bragging rights as well. Master Strikers are in the match. Now, this is more than just a trophy. This is to really know who's the next up-and-coming striker and the best in the world. As much as we know throughout the story of Blue Lock, it's been hinted that Loki is the next best striker, and Noel Noah is the current best striker. So this is also a pre-build-up to them challenging each other for that throne.
Without a doubt, the battle for this next goal is going to be one to truly remember, and it definitely has potential to be the most epic moment of the NEL. Loki and Noah are probably going to be on each other a lot. When we saw him against Blue Lock, nobody came close to matching his speed. Truthfully, Noah is the only player I see in Bastion Munchen that could possibly give Loki the smoke. He's just too fast, too talented, and I'm not even trying to glaze bro that much. He genuinely is just that good. Plus, you have to consider, as far as we know, Ren and Charles are still going to be out there on the field.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who's going to come off the team for PXG since Loki's coming in. I'm assuming it's going to be one of the scrub defenders because it's 2-2. Everyone's just going to try to score that last goal, and those defenders have not done shit this entire match. They've been really useless. They're really just traffic cones. Like, they're just standing there. And I think they're going to be one of the ones that come out because you can't take out the goalkeeper, obviously. You can't ruin the three-player systems with Shidou, Zantetsu, and Karasu, and you definitely can't mess with Tokimitsu, Nanase, and Rin because it looks like both teams are working and being completely functional with Charles as the heart. So it seems like one of those defenders coming out and Loki's just going to come up top and it's just going to be a full hyper-offensive team.
I agree. I feel like all those players that we've been talking about have pretty concrete roles within PXG, and it doesn't make sense to throw off the balance there at all.
276 did end off with a good cliffhanger. Isagi and Rin are challenging each other again. Rin is confirming that Isagi is worth being his rival. Isagi is fueled by hatred and he just wants to crush Rin. And the last panel, we get this hold panel of Isagi saying he's going to devour and score the last goal. It looks like all these players in the last panel are probably going to play a big factor. We see Ness, Hiyori, the Monk, Kaiser, Shidou. Obviously, Rin is going to play a factor. And of course, you have Isagi in the heart of all this. It looks like this match is going to get really good, really fast. I can't wait till this break is over.
The PXG versus Bastion Munchen match has been pretty good up until this point, but with this curveball, things have just gotten a lot more trickier. And to be honest, I'm not really sure if there's a clear victor just yet. Anything could really happen, but I still am predicting that Isagi is going to have an amazing moment and score the last goal.
I want Isagi to score the last goal because I want him to defeat Rin in the official match. I feel like it's also needed for his character growth, and I would really hate to see PXG win just because Loki came into the match. I have mixed feelings about both these Master Strikers playing. I don't want Loki to score the winning goal, but I definitely see a good possibility of PXG winning. I could see either result pissing off a lot of people in the community. Everyone, please let us know what you think in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen next? How do you think this match is going to end? And who do you want to score the final goal? Please let us know in the comment section.
Yep, and as always, please consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to this channel. And as always, we do have a link to our community Discord that can be found in the description of this video.
Thanks, guys. It's Tev.
And it's Lotus.
Peace.
Catch you in the next one.